and gentlemen, welcome to Iga Ueno. I'm going to visit this secretive ninja headquarters once they produces a few of the most courageous and stealth warrior.
My first encounter with the idea of a ninja came through my childhood favorite Japanese cartoon, Iga the Little Monk, which tells the story of the young Zen monk Iga City, a sharp, thoughtful boy growing up in a Buddhist temple. In one memorable episode, he cleverly outwits a ninja in disguise. That image of a cunning, unconventional ninja stayed with me for years. I did not learn more about these enigmatic figures until I was much older. As a young adult, I discovered my first modern portrayal of a ninja in fiction. Unlike Limas, a man moving through a shadowy world of betrayal and meticulous planning. In John le Carré's A Spy Who Came In From the Cold, the idea of a figure so skilled, calculating, and elusive captivated me, of course, bridging the playful ninja of my childhood with the dangerous, sophisticated operatives of adult story.
Ninja are very peculiar when it comes to footwear, so if you want to be ninja, you must be able to wear this so-called Mizugumo. Let's see how it feels like to walk upon these bad boys. Whee! Oh! It's not that easy. I mean, just imagine to walk with this attire upon the water. I mean, I'm Jesus. I could actually walk upon the water.
For some, ancient ninjas are legendary because they embodied the Shinto ideal of harmony with nature. For others, their endurance and secretive combat skills make them figures of awe and mystery. For me, their true power lies in adaptability, the gift of turning any challenge to their advantage. According to old Japanese legends, the ninjas learned transformation from the kintsu, the fox spirit of wisdom and fortune. She was said to be beautiful and endlessly curious, learning from mistakes and growing wiser with time. In mastering her art, she came to understand not only how to change form, but also how to read hearts of others. From her, ninja's apprentice learned that the real strength not lied in brute force, but in flexibility and insight. Those who embraces this truth became the greatest among them all, providing that victory came not from raw power, but from clarity, adaptability, and harmony with life's constant change.
According to the legend, the well-trained ninja could actually climbing up to this castle with very simple tools, without sound, without any possibility to discover them. And I'm wondering how they did it. I mean, they could actually climbing up to such a high tower without leaving any trace behind them. They must be extremely careful when walking up and down without making any noise.
According to Yamada Yuchi, a scholar of Japanese history, the combination of stealth and violence made night attacks far more psychologically intense than battles fought in daylight. Ninjas often operated in shadows, carrying out infiltration, espionage, sabotage, and reconnaissance, tasks that required not only physical skill but careful planning, patience, and cunning. Moving unseen under the cover of darkness, they turned fear and uncertainty into powerful tools, striking where and when their enemies least expected. The fearsome reputation of ninjas also has roots in medieval Japanese beliefs in ghosts and vengeful spirits. If people believe that spirits roam at night, then a nighttime attack could be seen as a supernatural assault empowered by the darkness itself. In contrast, a ninja's ability to remain calm and focused despite discomfort, fear, and mental stresses mark them as extraordinary. For this reason, their mental strength often inspired more fear than the actual bloodshed and loss of life.
The art of ninja is not only about the thrills, it's really about training. The non-stopping training. They're learning the Japanese Buddhism, history, and the Chinese military tactics. And through a lifetime of practices, they become just better, and better.
Although many argue that the historical legacy of ninjas demonstrates that successful espionage is more important than expanding military spending and relying on brute force, a key idea in classic Chinese military strategy as formulated by Sun Tzu, I would argue that ninjas' success depended first and foremost on their discipline, as well as their intelligence, adequate planning, and brilliant disguise. They were successful not because they followed military philosophies line by line, but because they could select the most important disciplines that were advantageous for their missions. In addition, they continued to develop new concepts to better address their own challenges, including adapting their weapon system and responding to influences from foreign techniques.
The chain armor are really heavy, and they are thought to give the ninja the protection when being attacked by dagger or sword, but in reality, those attire were only worn by the ninja during training to build their strong muscle and being confronted by the evil-eyed enemy, and they will say, "Do not dare to attack me because I am strong."
Ninjas were above all masters of self-protection. The headquarters exemplified this, equipped with hidden mechanisms such as traps, secret doors, false walls, and escape routes. Everyone has vulnerabilities. Even walking under moonlight can reveal one's movements through shadows. To conceal their presence, a ninja must carefully control every motion, especially when carrying important information along a dangerous journey. A wise ninja confronts their weaknesses directly, finding solution for each, just as their house was equipped to anticipate and neutralize threats. The fame of the Iga Ninja attracted powerful enemies, so rather than preparing for direct confrontation, they prioritized escape routes to avoid unnecessary loss. It is not enough to build ever stronger houses. True protection comes from creating secret compartments and clever deceptions to confuse intruders and safeguard vital information and military plans.
There is one universal truth, that is every boy who is happy, healthy, and young wants to play toys which resembles of a horse. In Sweden, we have dollar horse, and here in Japan, they use the dried thatch to make horse model. And of course, that is so obvious, because while ride a horse, you could ride far away to a new world to see a new horizon.
In a world without combustion engines, a ninja's option for traveling between rural mountain areas and nearby cities, especially when tasked with collecting important information on short notice, were very limited. In old Japan, many ninjas mastered sharp turns, quick stops, and sudden charges while riding horses. Those from high mountain regions often become experts in navigating difficult terrain, using their knowledge of the landscape to move swiftly and safely.
Ninjas are a very popular theme among the boys, although of the girls here in Japan. I think this historical fiction is probably why such an ancient stealth warriors has attracted so much attention in this country and also abroad.
Ninja-themed historical fiction is common in Japan, particularly in comic strips. In today's era of globalization, the ninja has become an important symbol of Japanese culture export. The essence is no longer about what ninjas historically did, but rather about their distinctive way of carrying out their missions. Perhaps highly exaggerated, yes, but undeniably fascinating. Is that surprising? Not at all. Ninjas have always been controversial warriors. They never followed the status quo, but for that very reason, they were very difficult to defeat. Moreover, they were masters at adapting key military strategies and refining these principles to overcome their unique challenges.
So, a ninja today, if such a profession still exists, I think to disguise himself, the best way is to try to disguise his mobile telephone signal.
If I had limitless wealth, I would gather a team of gifted ninjas, master at uncovering personal truth, both online and in real life, to understand how those trapped in addiction truly live, think, and feel. Every victim has a unique story, and every sufferer carries personal reasons that make it almost impossible to resist temptation. A talented ninja could trace not only online behavior but also the conversations people share with like-minded souls. Such ninjas would need strong language skills, deep knowledge of information systems, and a solid grasp of psychology and addiction research. Much of today's research focuses on why people become obsessed, how to protect oneself, and how to prevent children from falling into the same trap. Yet, one question remains. Can obsession be transformed into something good? Could a gaming addict become passionate about mathematics analysis? Could power-hungry figures such as Mr. Putin or Mr. Kim redirect their obsession towards a very different kind of power, the power that shapes which work of art could become the world's most desired masterpiece? Iga City is located in Mie Prefecture. The nearest major tourist destination is Nara, a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site, which has a direct railway connection to Iga. From Iga Station, it is less than 15 minutes walk to this legendary Iga Ninja headquarters.